Hi everyone, welcome to Simply Fun Cooking. I'm Rachel Hanson and this is my helper Nolan today. How you doing, Nolan?
Good.
Good. Today,
I'm chopping up the carrots.
he's chopping up the carrots. Today we are going to show you two fabulous recipes that are going to be perfect after the holidays this year. We are going to use up some turkey leftovers in a couple different dishes that could be perfect for brunch or dinner.
You do it.
I will do it. The first one we are going to make is a turkey bacon ranch braid. It's delicious and it's beautiful. And it's also really simple. I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful dish. And then we are going to make a one-pot turkey hash, a great dinner or brunch option that is all done in one pot utilizing some of our leftovers from Thanksgiving. So we're going to get started right away with our braid. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to chop up a bunch of veggies. We've got some carrots here. Nolan's using the food chopper, helping us out. Yeah, we're just going to roughly chop them up. All right. And we're going to chop up some broccoli. The fresh broccoli and fresh carrots give a really nice crunch to this dish. Gives it a nice texture. How are the carrots, bud? One of my favorite things about having my kids help in the kitchen is that they try all these fruits and vegetables that we cook with. Right, Nolan? All right, so we have our bowl here. Nolan, are you going to help me mix everything in? So we're going to put in to our braid, we're going to start with some chopped up broccoli and carrots. Nolan, what else should we put in here?
Nothing.
Nothing. How about some cheese?
One cheese.
One cheese. We're going to grate up some fresh cheddar.
Just one cheese.
Just the one piece?
Yeah.
All right. This is also a great dish to make because you can use all those leftovers from your veggie platter. So you have your veggie platter for your appetizer on Thanksgiving Day, and then we're going to use up some of our leftover veggies and our leftover turkey for this dish. All right, so we're going to grate up some cheddar cheese.
No, I said one cheese.
Well, we need more than just one piece. So I have a little bit less than an 8-ounce block here, and we're going to shred up the whole thing. Most of it's going to go in the bowl, but we are going to save a little bit for the end. And hopefully Nolan doesn't eat all of it. Right, Nolan?
Yeah.
Are you going to eat all the cheese?
No.
That's good.
I'll eat that piece.
You can have this piece. The little piece at the end when you grate is always the best little snack. All right. So we're going to put some more cheese in and leave just a little bit for later. All right. Nolan, we need to put some celery in there. You want to help chop up some celery? Nope, no more cheese, bud.
No, I want some cheese.
No more cheese.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, let me hold on to the handle. No, get yours.
Be very careful. Good job. All right. Now we're going to chop these up with the food chopper.
Yum, 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 yum.
You need some celery?
Yum, 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 yum.
Num, num, num. It's hard to be mad when your kid's eating vegetables, right? All right. Now this recipe, you can put any sort of veggies in here that you might have left over, anything you might have around, anything that you might love or not love. If you don't love celery, don't put it in. If you have some leftover radishes or cauliflower, you can definitely throw that in this dish. All right, so here's our celery. And let's throw some onion in there. What do you say? You want to help me chop up the onion? I'm going to cut it up, and we'll throw it in the manual food processor, okay? So let me just wedge this up real quick for you. Okay, can you put those in there, and then we'll chop it up? All right. A love this manual food processor. It's a great way for the kids to help chop things up in the kitchen without getting their fingers close to sharp blades. All right. This might be a little bit too much in there, but we'll see, Nolan. All right, so we'll just put the lid on. Whoa, look at it go. All right, Nolan, can you chop? Put one hand here and chop. All right. While he's working on that, we're going to add some fresh garlic. We'll try again. Just a couple cloves. You want to do the garlic? All right. I'll chop. You do garlic. A couple cloves of fresh garlic. Can be as much as you want. Just one to give it a little flavor, or more if you really love garlic. We really love garlic, don't we?
I really love it.
You really love it? I do too. Did you know garlic's really healthy for you? It's good for your heart. And you know what else, Nolan? Mosquitoes don't like garlic. So when you eat a lot of garlic, you get less mosquito bites. You want to try squeezing it? Yeah. All right. Good job. So then we just scrape it off, and then we open it up and pull the shell out. We don't need to peel our garlic with our garlic press. Ready? One more squeeze? Good job. Nope. We're not going to take food out of there. Is there going to be any cheese left for the top of our dish? No. All right. All right, to this we are going to add about
cheese in my tummy.
There's cheese in your tummy. We're going to add half a cup of mayo. Nolan, you want to squeeze the mayo out? Great job. Half a cup of mayonnaise or Miracle Whip, whichever you prefer.
Mayonnaise.
And then about 2 tablespoons of mustard.
Yum. Yum, yum, yum.
Again, any kind of mustard you might like. And then we're going to add about half of a cup of sour cream.
Can I do that?
Yep, so we pull this down to 1/2 cup. And we fill it up. And then you're going to help me squeeze it out, Nolan?
Yeah.
Excellent. You love these little measuring cups, don't you? Yeah. These are my favorite this time of year. We do a lot of baking together, and they are perfect for shortening and brown sugar and peanut butter, molasses, corn syrup, anything that gets really sticky in your measuring cups. These are perfect. Go ahead and push it out, because then we can just push it right out and we scrape it off. We'll add in some of our onion. Oh, we got to finish chopping it up. All right, we're going to add in some onion. There we go. We'll set the rest aside. All right, Nolan, let's go ahead and mix this together. And what we're going to add in here, just a couple more ingredients. We are going to add some ranch seasoning. You can add just 1 package. Hold on, let me get this out of my way. You can add just 1 package of your favorite ranch dressing seasoning, or
it has cheese in it.
nope, those are just seasonings. About 3 tablespoons if you have it in bulk.
3 tablespoons.
Yep, 3 scoops. There you go. Go ahead and pour that in. So to this, of course, we need to add some of our turkey. So here we just have some leftover turkey breast. It can be whatever meat of the turkey you want. And I'm taking our salad choppers and just chopping it up. We want some nice bite-sized pieces. The salad choppers are great for salad, but they're also my favorite go-to tool for chopping up meat. You can shred it up.
Well, can I do that?
Yeah. I use these a lot when we make things like chicken chili, fajitas, shredded or pulled pork or chicken sandwiches. They're just very handy. You have to squeeze them together. Good job, Nolan.
No, not me, not me.
All right. All right, so then we're going to just take some of our turkey. We're going to throw that in. About 1.5 cups would probably be good. Last key ingredient to our turkey bacon ranch is the bacon, right? So this is a pound of bacon. Cook it up in your favorite way. We made ours real quick in the microwave this morning. You can make it as crispy or chewy as you'd like. When I make this dish, I usually leave it a little bit on the chewy side because we are going to put this dish in the oven. It'll cook up a little bit more in there. All right, I'm going to set these aside.
I'll put this in.
Good job. Yep, dump that in. Good work. Good work, bud. Now we have our filling. Doesn't that look yummy, Nolan? Could you just eat that plain? The answer is yes, you could. This makes a really great turkey salad that you can put on bread, either toasted or not. You can have it warm or cold, and it makes a great lunch. Hold on, no more chopping. It'll make a great lunch, quick and easy. We can turn this into a hot cheese dip. All we need to do is add in a block of cream cheese, heat it up, and we can serve it with crackers or veggies. Or we can put it in little crescent rolls, and we can make little appetizers. But I'm going to show you how to make our braided loaf. The next step is that we're going to get our crescent rolls ready for our braided loaf. So,
Can I get that?
yep, we're going to take our large entertaining platter, and we're going to spritz it with a little bit of oil. So first, we pump up our spritzer. I recommend getting
Can I do that?
a spritzer like this if you don't have one, because all that's in here is just oil.
No, not me.
Well, we gotta get it spraying, bud. Good job. Get over here. There's no added chemicals in here. That looks good, bud. And it won't leave a sticky residue on your cookware. If you've ever had nonstick cookware that over time just becomes very sticky no matter how much you spray it, it very well could be from your commercial sprays that have those added chemicals that react with the surface of your cookware and leave a very hard to remove sticky residue. This is just plain oil. Nolan, are you ready to help me put this braid together? Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we're going to use 2 packages of crescent rolls. The first thing we have to do is open them up. Nolan, do you know how to open that? Do they make you jump when they pop?
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah. What is that?
I've always loved opening these. I love the pop. Ready? Watch what I do. Can you try?
No, you do.
You want me to do it? You can press a spoon on the seam, but that's not as fun.
What is that?
These are our crescent rolls. So we're going to take 2 packages, open them up. I'm going to put this short part of the triangle in the middle of our platter, and the long points of the triangle are actually going to just stick off the edge of our pan. And if some of your triangles kind of come apart, we just put them right back together. Not a big deal. Crescent rolls are very forgiving, aren't they, bud?
Yeah.
What's really great about what we're doing now, putting this braid together, it's very simple. You don't have to be perfect putting it together, but it always looks amazing when it's done. Again, the crescent rolls are very forgiving, and as they cook and they puff up, any mistakes you feel like you have made in putting the braid together just go away. All right, so we've got the first package of rolls. Now we're going to add the second. All right, so I'm just going to make sure that I have an even number, the same number of triangles on each side.
I can just stretch it out. This one I will play with.
Well, we're not going to play with it. We're going to put it on our dish. Can you open it up for me? Carefully?
Yep.
All right.
I'm just stretching it out.
A little seam there. We just pull them apart. All right. So now that we have our dough on here, what we need to do is in the middle, we just need to press it all down. Can you help me press it down? Now we put our filling in. Oh, I love how this smells.
No, let me do
Ranch
it.
in there.
Let me do it.
You want to help?
Yeah, this one.
Okay, you help with that one. And we're going to put it only in the middle, okay, Nolan? Good job. And we're just going to make one strip of our filling all the way down. And you can put as much of this filling in there as you want. If you want a thicker, more doughy bread-like bread, then maybe you will choose to do a little less filling. If you want to use up as much of your filling as possible, you might choose to put a little bit more. Nolan, how much?
Some of this?
When we're done cooking it, you can absolutely have some of this. Doesn't it look yummy? Now here comes the fun part. So we have our crescent rolls laid out with the points off to the edge. We've pressed it down in the middle and we filled it with our filling. Now all we need to do is we're going to take turns crossing it over. We'll start on one side and then pull to the other side. And I'm just kind of squishing it down on one of the strips on the other side. Nolan, we got to start from the top. Do you want to help? You got to start from the top up here. Nope, up here. Why don't you get ready to do this one? And like I said, remember I said some of them might rip a little bit, and it's very forgiving? Just lay it down, it'll be fine. Good job, Nolan. Just pick it up and tuck it under. Once this bakes and the dough rises up a bit and fluffs up, you won't even be able to tell. Whoops. You won't even be able to tell that any of them were ripped. And we'll just tuck this over just like this. We're actually going to spritz a little more oil on top just to help it brown. You could also brush it with an egg wash if you wanted.
Can I do it?
We have to hold it way up here. Let's do it together. Ready? And this we'll just sprinkle on top. Now this dish can be altered in so many ways. It is a great way to use up any sort of leftovers that you might have. Turkey or chicken, beef, pork. Like I said, you can mix up which vegetables you put in there, even which kind of cheese. So we could have done a turkey and Swiss if we wanted. I've done corned beef and made a Reuben. And you can serve it with the Thousand Island on the side. I've done taco meat. We can put taco meat in there and some salsa and cheese. And you can make a nice taco dinner all stuffed in your crescent rolls. You can even do breakfast with some scrambled eggs and sausage, bacon, salsa, cheese. There's just so many different ways that you can mix this up. All right, we're going to put this in the oven at about 350. It'll take probably about 25 minutes. And then we'll pull it out in a little bit and we'll see how it looks. Sound good, Nolan? All right. All right, Nolan, are you ready to see how this turned out? All right, so this came out of the oven. It's nicely browned.
Can I cut it?
You want to cut it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get your hand up.
Okay, so cut it right here. There you go. Careful, this is really hot. Keep going. Good job. And let's cut another slice right here. Yummy. Let's see how it looks. Yum. Yum. Perfect, quick and easy dinner idea or brunch. In fact, we've made this a couple times before for brunch. A recipe like this is great to make on, say, Christmas morning because you can actually prep this the night before. You can have it all wrapped up and cover it with saran wrap and put it in your fridge overnight. And then you can just pull it out in the morning and throw it in the oven and be ready to go. Delicious recipe full of great vegetables and some delicious cheese as well. Recipe we're going to make is a one-pot turkey hash. Another great way to use up those turkey leftovers.
I need to get that bowl out.
Well, we need the ball at the bottom there. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with some fresh sage and some fresh thyme. And we're going to go ahead and put those in our herb mill. Taking all these little leaves off.
Can I do that?
Yep, we just put it in and we just pull this through and it takes all the little leaves off for us. You want to try one of the little ones?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here, I'll get it lined up for you. Okay, now can you pull this through? Get it. Okay, here, pull.
What is this big one for?
That's a good question. That big one is for kale. So if we were making something with kale, we can use this big one and it pulls all the leaves off of the stem of the kale. Thyme and some sage into our herb mill. And we'll have this all ready for our recipe today. And then we're going to snap this on. All right, can you hold on to that for me? All right, now on the stovetop, we have our 12-inch skillet. And in here, we are going to heat up, oh, just wait, Nolan. We're going to heat up some of our leftover turkey. Now, if you're making this dish outside of Thanksgiving, you can definitely use ground turkey. You could use ground chicken, chopped up chicken breasts. We've got our turkey leftovers today. And we're going to season this with a little bit of salt and pepper. Hold on, Nolan. All right, in here we have some thyme and some sage.
No.
And we're just going to use the herb mill. We shake it up a little bit and that ball pushes the herbs down to the bottom. And here's some thyme that Nolan already ground up for us. Thank you, buddy. Look at how easy that is. And it gives such nice, perfect little strips.
Done.
Good job, bud. The herb mill is also great for things like rosemary, basil, parsley, cilantro. A really great way to add those fresh herbs. So we're just getting our meat heated up, getting that aroma started with the sage and the thyme.
More is coming.
And once this is heated up and cooked through, we're actually just going to set this turkey aside, and we'll come back to it in a few minutes. And then to our skillet, we are going to add 1 bag of breakfast potatoes. And these are just frozen potatoes, and we are going to let these cook up a little bit right in here. So we're going to cover those and let them cook. While our potatoes are cooking, we are going to get some veggies ready. So we're going to use 2 leeks and 2 stalks of celery. Celery, we'll just cut off the ends.
This celery.
Yep, this is celery.
What is that?
These are leeks. They're delicious.
Is that leek?
Yep, they're leeks. We're just going to cut off the ends. We're going to use the white and the light green part, so we don't need the leafy green tops for this recipe. All right, so then all we're going to do is we're going to cut our leeks and our celery.
Can I do this?
Hold on, we're going to cut it into about 3-inch chunks.
No.
How's that celery? Is it good? All right, we're going to use our simple slicer on the number 2 setting so we can cut up really quickly some nice chunks. All right, so number 2 setting. I'm just going to quickly slice up our leeks. And we'll go ahead and put those right in with our turkey that we heated up.
Is that leek right there?
Yep, this is leeks.
Is this leek?
This is more leeks right here. And then we have celery. I'm just going to put all of that in there, and we're going to slice it up.
Oh, I see a celery coming out. It's too much.
While we're waiting for our potatoes to cook so we can add our turkey and our leeks and celery back in, we're going to get this nice...
I'm ready.
You're ready? we're going to get some cranberries ready to go on top. Now these are just leftover whole cranberries, cranberry sauce. It can be homemade, it can be the canned, whatever kind you have. But here are our leftover cranberries, about 1/2 cup. And to that we are going to add a couple of ingredients. First we are going to juice an orange and add just a couple of tablespoons. Nolan, will you help me juice this orange? Okay, so you have to just put it on here. You have to press it down and squeeze and twist. Can you try that? Isn't that fun? You have to get all that juice out. All right. And then we are going to take some more of our thyme and put it in our herb mill. Silly.
No, that in here. A little bit.
Oh, you want to put it on the juicer? Do you want to try it?
Yeah.
Okay, you work on that. I'll get the thyme ready. So now we've got some more thyme in our herb mill. Again, that ceramic ball will push it down. And we just spin. So much easier than trying to chop up thyme by hand. Right, Nolan?
Yeah.
We're going to add just a couple tablespoons of the juice from the orange. There you go. You can keep working on that. And then we're just going to mix this up.
Yeah.
And this we're going to drizzle on top of our hash. You want to put a little bit more in?
Yeah.
All right, that looks good. We only need a couple tablespoons, but this will be good. So this will drizzle on top of our hash when it's done. All right, so our potatoes have been sitting and cooking for about 6 to 8 minutes on medium-high heat. And we're going to go ahead and add in our celery, leeks, and our turkey mixture.
Look what I'm doing to mix it in.
And you're mixing up the cranberries? Thank you. We're going to go ahead and stir this all together. We're going to add some eggs.
Let's add
Careful,
4
this is hot.
eggs in my egg.
4 eggs? Good plan. Here, back up. All right,
Can I put it in?
so we're just going to crack 4 eggs right on top.
More.
Oh, thank you. Wait.
Cracked already.
Thank you.
I'm going to crack another one.
Adventures with 3-year-olds. Thank you, Nolan.
No, let me crack it.
Thank you. Did a pretty good job. All right, so we'll add those 4 eggs on there. Then we're going to put this in the oven at 350 for about 10 minutes. Our 1-pot turkey hash dish has come out of the oven and it smells amazing. This looks like a great dish for brunch. We could even use it as a really quick and easy dinner. We've got some eggs in here for protein. And remember our cranberry sauce we mixed up. We added a little bit of thyme and we added some fresh squeezed orange juice. And so we're just going to drizzle some of this right over our dish. Yum. Oh, look at that color. I just love the color that the cranberries add. A little bit of fruit, a little bit of protein, a little bit of veggies. So here it is, the 1-pot turkey hash. So I hope you enjoyed these 2 fabulous recipes, perfect for using that leftover turkey, leftover cranberries, and some of the leftover veggies from your veggie tray from Thanksgiving Day. Hopefully they come in very handy. It's a great way to use up all that extra turkey and really mix up your dishes in the kitchen. If you want more information about these recipes or any of the products that you saw today, please go ahead and go visit pamperedchef.com and you can search for me, Rachel Hanson, or your local consultant. I do want to thank Sunshine Place for letting us use their amazing kitchen again this week. And if you are local to Sun Prairie, make sure you come out on a Monday evening for a free meal. Thank you so much for joining us.